as his opponent today, Rui Águas, when they were both playing their trades for FC Porto. Other than that, they faced each other enough in the Portuguese league. There is Rui Águas, one of Portugal's most famous center forwards. Well, that is enough for me. I'll send you off to our match commentator, Robbie Nuck.
Here we go then, Cameroon, the hosts of the next edition of the Africa Cup of Nations, up against Cape Verde, the small island nation found in the middle of the Atlantic off Africa, who have some great footballing stars on their team, of course, who have produced some wonderful results over time. 2 appearances in the Africa Cup of Nations for Cape Verde. As I said, 2013, 2015 in their opening competition. They finished in the quarterfinals. Good opportunity here as they push forward, but a strong challenge there coming in from Edelson to clear the ball. And it's been whacked all the way up to the Ajax goalkeeper, Onana. And back over to Ngadu. Oyango. Oyango just using his teammate Ngamalu. Ongweni. Ongweni plays for Red Bull Salzburg in Austria. A little communication breakdown there just with Basagog and Akambi. Ball comes out wide, Thiago Almeida. Bit of a handful, Thiago Almeida. He will chase absolutely everything. Not easy to get past. He'll be marshalling that right side in a big way, knowing that physically, well, Cameroon do have the advantage, as you can see from that aerial battle that's taking place at the back. Well, they'll pass it around a bit. Here's Edelson. Plays in Morocco. Oh, that's well worked. Good opportunity. Mendes cuts inside. That's a wonderful block there. Probably he just came to the rescue, knew exactly what he was doing, read the situation very well. And Mendes unable to do anything. Almeida coming up to take the throw-in. A little bit of movement with Tavares coming back to take the throw-in. Just passed it out wide. Picked up here by Mendes. Gary Mendes this time. Bit of space they're offering. It's a good cross as well coming over, and he needs to do something about that. They looked really calm at the back, Cameroon, but I think it was a little bit fortuitous there with this man here, Choupo-Moting, going on the darting right down the right-hand side. Cameroon on the attack. Oh, that pass. Oh, no! Almeida's made a right mess of it over on that far side. And now Cameroon with a chance to get a decent shot in. Can they? No, they can't. Onyango losing possession. That's neatly done. Well, that's a very sneaky little ball, but they've managed to get the deflection, but no one went for it. There's a little bit of a bit disappointing. End-to-end stuff, though, and a good chance as Cameroon go racing up this right-hand side. And the shot was just blocked from Basagog's attempts there. And no one going for it as it runs out over towards Fortes. Oh, it came off. I think it's going to be a corner. Well, a little bit of lady luck for Ngamalu. Rui Águas slightly more agitated than Tony Conceição in the Cape Verde dugout. Choupo-Moting. Plenty of players who come up. There's a little bit of a bus queue waiting to disperse in all directions. Watch out for Choupo-Moting. It's nicely lofted over into the penalty area. There's the first scoring opportunity. And it comes for Gadu, the central defender. The band plays on. 5 minutes into this opening qualifying match for 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. Well, the delivery was sumptuous, and the big man comes up just a little bit perturbed. I think he would have preferred to have a clean header on goal, but Carlos Rodriguez of Istanbul Başakşehir just making sure that he didn't get a clear header at goal. Hashtag Total AFCON 2021. Follow the football, of course, that's taking place today, this week. The qualifiers, plenty of them taking place as well, right through from today until the early part of next week. A clash there. Edilson going down. And the lofted ball over the top, just hooked into out of play by Almeida. Zoyango coming up to take it. Montpellier player. And, being hassled there over on the far side. Finally decides to make the back pass. Comes all the way over to Fai Collins. Standard Liège man. It's a poor pass. That also is a poor pass up towards Tavares. Quite relaxed is Kunde Malong. Nice ball over to Oyango. Now there's watch out for Choupo-Moting going on a run. Puts it on his right foot this time. A great control. That was beautifully done. It really was from Basiga. Go! There's a cross coming in, and it was just struck a little bit too hard. And a shot as well. A second follow-up shot this time coming from Ngamalu. Ryan Mendes decides to pass the ball back to Vozinho at the back. Tavares unable to get hold of it. He's being extracted from the equation, Tavares, especially with the high balls. I don't think that's the right way forward for the time being. He does come up against some big chaps at the back with Ongwendi, of course, and Gadu. And Fai Collins here, who's not the biggest of chaps, but I tell you, he is one burly right back who will not take any nonsense at all. Takes the pass back is Collins. Taking any risks at the moment, just playing it cool, just getting the lay of the land, controlling everything at the back. Ongwendi back to Onana and over to the other side. Gadu. That's a great, oh, that was very close. This is a good opportunity, beautiful pass, good opportunity, the shot goes high, and that's the first clear-cut opportunity that really was for Cameroon. Should have really gone in the right direction. Akambi was the player who got underneath it, and he literally lofted it a little bit too high, as you can see. Really didn't worry. Vozinho couldn't keep it down, and the bench, of course, reacting. It's going to be a goal kick. See that Mendes not too happy. He's a player who was being scouted by Leicester City a few years ago. I'm saying a few years ago because one of the scouts, Ryan Watson, was he put Ryan Mendes on the radar when he was at Lille, along with Mahrez, the Algerian. Finally went for Mahrez, and look what happened to him. Mendes missing out. Fight Collins down the right-hand side. Not too many players out. That's not a bad lofted shit by Collins, but it's taken cleanly by Boisinho. Plays his football for Limassol in Cyprus. Goalless here in the Yaoundé. First 10 minutes of this qualifying match for the Africa Cup of Nations. We've already just a few months past the last edition. First one that's ever taken place in the summer. Very hot temperatures, of course. Ooh, that's a fluffed effort there, but he makes amends for it. It's good play, that is, by Anguissa. He knew that he'd made the mistake, and he wanted to just make amends. Just gets caught by Mendes, flips over the top. The acrobatic maneuver there. Bit lucky picking the ball up in the midfield. Once again, could they belong? Ball comes out to Collins. Collins, look at Choupo-Moting. Well, he comes through. He's really good with the header, isn't he? But he most definitely... Oh, that's just very poor by Cape Verde. And coming back to defend very firmly is Edilson. And lost the ball. There's a little bit of frustration there. Rui Glass is off the bench and going, guys, what are you doing? You don't mess around in that zone there. You clear it, you get rid of it. And let's see some... slick passing. That's very well won back. That is good play, very good play by Rodriguez. Gets the ball out wide. Cape Verde on the attack. Ryan Mendes, he's got the skill set, gets the ball back. Can he pull it back to one of his teammates? The answer to that is no. It's cleanly met there by Ngadou. And over on that far side, no issues at all, as Ngamalo comes back and also helps out with the defensive tasks. Collins with acres of space down the right-hand side goes on a bit of a wander, making life a little bit too complicated for themselves on attack. I think Cape Verde, they should most definitely just be a bit more patient, I think, and not get too flustered when they get into the final third. But they're very quick on the counter-attack. I think, oh, that's a nasty little kick from behind by Collins on Rodriguez. Goes down clutching his ankle. He seems to be okay. Gary Rodriguez of Fenerbahce. Three of their players playing in Turkey in the starting 11. Tavares unable to control the ball. The two Rodriguez players down the right side, both playing in Turkey. Ball kicked out. It was well defended, despite the fact that Ngamalo was lingering with intent. Seek out the pass. It's Collins. I don't think there's anything in there, but Tavares coming in. Maybe a little bit of a shoulder barge there just to bring down Anguissa. I think he's bit of contact with the foot as well. Anyway, clumsy challenge and a free kick for Cameroon. And Donald Lyons looking to try and break the deadlock. Promoting, of course, up there are the big players. Gadir will be going for this as well. Brazinho needs to be sharp and very much on his toes. Basagog with the delivery. It's flicked over the top of the heads of the VERT players, but no one really knew where that was going. Basagog a bit frustrated by that, I get the impression. This is football in China. Hernan Jianye. My ball over the top. Well, Mendes just his control letting him down again. I think there was a foot up, so it's going to be a free kick for Cameroon. My ball chipped over the top. There's a good scoring opportunity. Goalkeeper's out. There's a long-range shot, but it's been blocked by the defender. And it was Fortes who was there. Now they've got a bit of space. Gary Rodriguez just cuts inside. Beautifully done. He needs to take a shot from here. Oh, he's hit it high. And he claims that the ball bobbled. You can see the gesture. But my oh my, he put himself into a great position there. Looked as though he was really going to unleash a bombastic drive from the edge of the penalty area. Finally, all of that hard work has just been undone by a little bobble on the pitch, and that's all it takes. That wouldn't have happened back home, would it? No, because it's an artificial pitch. Well, that's the one of the disadvantages of playing away. Afterwards, you have to deal with adaptation. By Collins, shielding the ball beautifully from Gary Rodriguez. And the ball comes back to Gadir. This for La Gantoise. The Belgium Jupiler League. Promoting, tidies things up on that left side. Oyango beats his man, and he wins the throw-in as well. Oyango is good player, the Montpellier man. Got good acceleration, nice touch. Well, a little flick was not the best. Collins. Picked up in the middle by Anguissa. Looking for more options. The back heel by Collins. Gives them another throw in this time. Other side of the pitch. Basagog. It's all being created from the back, quite calmly, quite comfortably. Promoting. Oh, it's just given away easily by the PSG man. Gary Rodriguez. A little bit more dynamic in midfield, Cape Verde. It's a little bit far-fetched that. He just couldn't keep the ball in play. Thiago Almeida. Throw in it is. Taken quickly over the other side by Choko Ikambi. He never qualified once for the World Cup. Another throw-in. Promoting. Oh, he doesn't get past his first man. Almeida doing a great job. Mendes getting rid of the ball, but his pass not going to a man in blue. There's a long-range shot, and it's taken a deflection, so we won't want to let that ball go out of play. You can't wait too long when you're up against a player from Cameroon, because they're very physical and very quick. Undimalo, the Mines midfielder. That's a good ball. Chupomoting. Tries to loft the ball with the left foot into the path of one of the two front men, but that's a neat pass. Well, that's not bad at all. It's a good ball, that is. A very good ball indeed to Tavares. And the Dijon front man gets the ball back. Now they got players coming up. Puts the ball in his right foot, the shot comes in! Oh, that was very close indeed there from Gary Rodriguez. Sumptuous play down the left side by Tavares. He just rolled it into his path. There you go, just pushing a little dummy there, just to get rid of the midfielder Ongwene. And then after that, that shot wasn't too far off. That's probably the best effort that we've seen. It hits the billboards at the back, and the Blue Sharks are in business, and they get the ball, and they're moving forward. All started from Mendes, crossing the ball over to the left-hand side to Tavares. They read each other like a book. Very strong synergy between the two players, but we're still goalless. VERT, of course, with everything to lose. Cameroon with nothing to lose apart from pride and reputation, as they've already been designated the hosts of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. Lofted ball into the penalty area. There's a good header, and the clearance by Rodriguez, smashing the ball up towards the goalkeeper. Now the structure of this team here in Yaoundé, the home side, is very well organised, but just in the midfield, just think they're just getting away from their players. The marking might be a little bit too slack at the back. Maybe they could just press forward a little bit towards the halfway line. Well, a little infringement there, bringing down Tavares. Free kick it is. Mendes with that's really good play, and very coolly done by Mendes to get the better of Oyango. Tony Conceição, 3 spells coaching Cluj, the former Champions League, European Champions League team, of course, from Romania. We've got a free kick over on that far side now. They just call him Tony, that's his name. He's got a big job, he's got a big mission. Of course, 2 years to get everything right. And the first free kick in a dangerous position. Gary Rodriguez, the Fenerbahce man, tries to get one over. Was that handball on the edge of the penalty area? I don't know. Well, the referee says no. I thought that it just came off the arm. Poorly taken, must admit. That's a great header, that is, but no one's followed that at all. 25 minutes in goalless here in Yaoundé at the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium. Ball squared back into the path. CAMEROUN. Possession dominated by the home team. 7 shots to 2. Well, they haven't really had any on target though. Bozinho hasn't been tested. And we can say the same for Anana. That's nicely done. Ball still in play. Oh, Yongo. He's working his magic Bastagog over on that far side there. Can get past his man, wins the corner. He sticks his foot out at the right moment. The midfielder, Bruno Leite, plays in Norway for Haugesund. A corner it is for Cameroon. And the referee, Mr. Kasama, will have a couple of words with it can be that, and the goalkeeper, Bozinho. CAMEROUN takes the corner on the far side, fired it, curled in. There's the header. It's pulled back, unable to get a shot in. I don't know where that has gone. Rodriguez still there for the taking. Who goes up for it? We want to do something with it, and finally Edelson sends it upfield. It's kicked out of play there by Agadu. And it's going to be fan club get hold of the ball over there in the middle there. It's going to be throw-in for Mendes and his men, taken by Almeida. You can't just let the ball drift away from you. You've got to go and get it. Rodriguez making a schoolboy error there. That is a free kick. Where they can be going down. Two players playing for Villarreal in the midfield. With Toko Gambi and Anguissa. 2 years separating them in age, but they good quality midfield. It is Anguissa himself. Collins. There's the cross at the far post. It's flapped away there by Bozinho. Although he wasn't under any pressure. You could see that Cambi was there, but wasn't concerned, was he? The Cambi. And the good news is they've got a corner. They've taken it quickly. Cameroon. There's 3 players, 3 Camerooni players. There's the header, but it's a lame header that's taken easily there by Bozinho. Comes off the back of the Camerooni players. Choupo-Moting gets the ball back. Oh no! Players falling like flies. Quite comical, that situation. Well, that's a battle that's been won by Anguissa. And the fans are enjoying this. They got a bit of the grinch, a bit of the fighting spirit. They want to win the ball. They want to get those goals. Ball falls to Ngamale. Ngamale gets the ball back. Now by Collins down the right-hand side. And a little flick there, but by Cambi to go the other direction. Watch out for Cambi's there on his own. There's the defensive interception. And a big, strong challenge there coming in by Anguissa. And it's going to be a free kick for Cape Verde. Well, they're not holding off. They are looking for goals. There is no doubt about it. They need to win over their fans. They have to show their home fans how important this each fixture is in this group, despite the fact that they've already qualified as the hosts of the next competition. And that's really important. Malawi beating South Sudan by a goal to nil earlier on today in Group B. It's a good start for Malawi. Gabardinho Mahango scoring the goal in the 68th minute. the net to be the winner. And Central African Republic beating Burundi in Group E, with Vianney Mabide and Louis Mafuta scoring at each end of the match. Nigeria, now how about this for a scoreline? You would not believe it. Group L, Nigeria are trailing 1-0 to Benin at home, with Sassignon scoring in the 3rd minute. And that is a shocking scoreline for the Super Eagles for the moment. It's early days. We're not too far into the match, 26 minutes. Goalless between Sierra Leone and Lesotho. And of course, we've got other matches taking place this evening. Senegal up against Congo, finalists. Nearly neatly done there by Collins just to get past the defender Tavares. The goalless here in Yaoundé so far in this Group F qualifying match for the Africa Cup of Nations 2021. Collins has the ball. Well, he did have the ball. It's been won back by Gary Rodriguez. Tavares tries to get hold of the ball and work with his teammate, but Leite doesn't give him the best pass back. It falls to Anguissa. They're on the other side. They're doing good stuff there. Basagog and Oyongo will try and deliver the right cross. It's not badly done. If that comes over the top, it's a good opportunity. I don't know why he didn't go for that. That might be a free kick. Rodriguez goes down under pressure from Collins. Well, it's Collins who slips, in fact, so not really... Sorry, it's Tavares who slips and Collins goes into him. Angola playing Gambia. And Sudan will play Sao Tome and Principe. Namibia played Chad as well. Tavares, the Dijon forward, battling hard and putting the ball back to Fortes is Mendes. Well, it's just, it's pretty rough, isn't it? It's not meticulous, lacking accuracy at the moment with the passes. Even Mendes not making the right passes at the moment. It comes to Helder Tavares, the Turkey-based player. Adilson. It doesn't get past Collins. That's neatly done. It's Tavares. Really does well. And that's a good ball to Mendes. Mendes with a chance. He's got a bit of space there. He's got a little... See, I don't really understand what was going on there. It's going to be a corner. It's take a deflection, of course, which is okay. Mendes trying to slip the ball down, out wide. Tavares, the big man, looking to try and get on the end of this. Got a couple of tall players. Edelson's come up. And Tavares as well. This is the defender Tavares, not the striker. Here's the lofted corner, and it was Tavares who got on the end of it, but he couldn't spring it and keep it down. And a wasted opportunity there with just over 10 minutes to go in the first half here in Yaoundé. Lucky got a little touch on it on Gwene. He's the youngest player in this squad, promoting. Well, that's been taken a little bit too far, I'm afraid. Just keeps it in for a throw-in. Basagog. Good push in the back. It's going to be a free kick for the visitors. For the first time that Cameroon managed to win the Africa Cup of Nations, beating Nigeria in the final. 3-1. Ibonge, Bega, and Jaya, the goal scorers. Just that CAN was taking place in Tunisia. The Algerian great Majer was led the Desert Foxes to third place, a 3-1 win over Egypt in the small final. And then, of course, 88 was when we managed to do the same again, beating Nigeria. There's a wonderful battles taking place between the West African nations. Certain Roger Miller, of course, stood out from the crowd in that edition, as they managed to beat Nigeria 1-0 after that penalty. What a low-scoring competition that was. The highest goal scorers just scoring 2 goals. Miller was there, Abdoulaye Traoré, and Gamal Abdel Hamid, and Lakhdar Belloumi of Algeria. That's Angris Tavares going down. Let's have a look at that challenge. He got flipped and legs were flying around like a breakdancer. Didn't look like he was in a great place, but he seems to be okay. Soft landing on this wonderful turf here in Cameroon. 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Rui Aguas, coach of the Blue Sharks, Cabo Verde. Yeah, in 2000, it was Egypt who went into that final as the defending champions, but it was Cameroon who came out with another win over Nigeria. That was a penalty shootout. And J.J. Okocha was one of the players in that team. Of course, Kanu missing one of his penalties, and Eliza Sean Bartlett, the top scorer for South Africa in that edition. It's a good opportunity here for Cameroon if they can get on the end of it, but again, they just lose possession at the last minute. And Anguissa picks the ball up, Fight Collins down the right side. Goes screaming for the ball over on the other side. And the ball goes out for a corner. Basagog just teasing the defender. Tavares again. Let's see what the delivery's like. Basagog. There's the delivery as well. Delivered. That's a great header as well, but it's just not kept down. And it's the central defender, Gadou, who's really, really strong in the air. And that he should have really sent his bullet header into the back of the net. And that should have been a goal for Cameroon. The sumptuous, the formidable corner there that was delivered by Bassagog was the perfect treat for the centre-back. Plays for like Antoise, but unfortunately he couldn't get himself on the end of it properly and just steer it down. It was all about just getting it, just dropping the head marginally, just to really use the forehead to deliver the perfect header, because that had sting in it. But it hasn't delivered the goods. Goalless here in Yaoundé still between Cameroon and Cape Verde. Cape Verde playing a good game so far against five-time winners of the African Cup of Nations. The most successful teams in the history of African football. Taken quickly by Collins, back to Ongwene, slipped over to Oyongo. Oh, there's Choupo-Moting, he gets the ball back. Oh, that was nearly controlled. Just lost the ball at the very last minute. Otherwise, that would have been a fine scoring opportunity. Again, they finish short-changed. Bassagog gets the ball back. There's the delivery. That's not a good delivery, is it? That is just poor. It's poor from Collins to send that high ball towards the far post. You can see what they're trying to do. Now the Choupo-Moting, big, tall midfield, capable of getting on the end of it. Getting the better of the Cape Verde defenders, who may not be as tall as some of the big Camerooni players, but they just can't pick their spots as well as they would like to. This is a better opportunity here. Just gets the better of his man, delivers the cross, but it's met directly by a man in blue, Gameleu. Here he has the ball again. That right foot. No, he puts it on his, with the right foot, and there's it's met by Tavares. Nice control from Rodriguez. Lovely little turn there by Aguisa. Here's Choupo-Moting, the captain, gets the ball back to Oyongo. Oyongo, they got plenty of time, plenty of space. And Gameleu's cross, there's a great chance, and it's again floated over the top, and it hasn't been met by the front man, and it can be on that occasion, but it does come off the head of a Cape Verde player. We've got 2 minutes left in the first half. Bassagog has another corner, and they really are turning the screw. They're putting a little bit of pressure on this, on the Blue Sharks' defence. The delivery again, perfect. Boisinho, and a chance for a shot there. It's a beautiful effort. Wow, that was close. And it just whizzed past the right post there. Boisinho's down on the ground. Beautiful drive. Had a bit of time. And then Gameleu just couldn't get... He just couldn't get the direction right. It wasn't far off, don't get me wrong, but the coordinates weren't fixed on the GPS. Well, Cameroon enjoying a nice spell of pressure there, as Cape Verde playing second fiddle to the hosts, who are just out-muscling them, really, in the midfield, and not really giving them too much ball. They're not doing themselves any favours, and they're just as I say that, they go and lose the ball in midfield. And Cape Verde will go and surely not, it's not going to be the case. Oh, we've seen it time and time before. Mendes does well. Can't be too relaxed on the ball against Cameroon, as you said. This is just a poor pass that's been picked up there by Bassagog. Choupo-Moting goes around his man, and he gets knocked off his feet by Edelson, and it's a yellow card for the centre-back for FAR Rabat. But the referee puts the divot back in the ground, because that is one chunk of ground of turf. It's a sod that's come out. But just look at that stretched leg there by Edelson. 1 minute of added time. Edilson Borges is the player who gets the first yellow card of this game. Now it's up to Vizinho just to hold his ground, keep this ball out, and that'll be a good first 45 for Rui Aguas, the Portuguese tactician at the helm of Cape Verde and these Blue Sharks. Who's going to take this? Let's see. And it's unleashed. It's a long-range drive straight at the goalkeeper, Vizinho. And Greece not really troubling the Limassol goalkeeper at the back. Let's have a look at this again. There it is, the drive. Big drive coming in from Kundemalong. Beg your pardon. Well, there's the half-time whistle.
Cameroon have had the lion's share of possession, but Cape Verde arguably with the best chance of the game. The Blue Sharks are bunkered in and stifling the indomitable Lions. For that big tournament, for only the third time. Cameroon, of course, five-time winners. Only Egypt have won the competition more often. They want yet another title and hosting the tournament for the second time. You'd think that they will have a very good chance. Well, that's enough for me. I'll leave you in the capable hands of Robbie Knock.
Half the other thing that looked like Samuel Eto'o, I believe. Here we go then, Cape Verde in blue up against the mighty Cameroon. The indomitable Lions trying to sink the Sharks, the Blue Sharks here today. Here's Kundemalong, long ball upfield, met by Tavares. Tavares does really well, and his little toe poke of a ball through, just not good enough. Gary Rodriguez coming up and trying to win the ball. Oh, that's been blocked. It's poor, isn't it? That's a great ball down to the right side, and there's Rodriguez looking to try and get a shot in. Decides not to. Bit of pace. Oh, is that a push? I'm not too sure. I don't think so. The referee says no. And here we have Andre Onana. Well, there was a diving effort there. It really was. Panic at the back in the early exchanges. Vizinho, long ball upfield. Finally tidied up. Ball passed out wide. And Guisa gets it back. Got a Yongo over on this side. And here he is, Montpellier player. Good play from Kundemalong. Calmly done and well controlled. Gamelu comes in there, tidies things up in the midfield. By Collins over on the far side. Asagog losing possession. Being surrounded by three Cape Verde players, and there's a foul there. You need to go back a couple of meters, as you can see Gary Rodriguez going down. He's been all the highlights of the Blue Sharks' first 45 minutes. If only he would have got his shot on target after that wonderful dummy that took out the defender Ongwene. It's a long ball upfield, and it's gone a little bit too far. Easily scooped up there by Andre Onana, Ajax. There just couldn't control it, but he still has the ball at his feet. He does it really, really well. And that's going to be a free kick now for Cameroon. And a dangerously positioned free kick, with Malong placing the ball down and ready to try and deliver the perfect set piece to one of his teammates here. Ideal situation, it really is. Who's going to meet it and who's going to greet it? Here it is. Oh, that's just poor, isn't it? Collins. And Grissa. Oh, he does well, Grissa. Gadu. No one is there, and that's a complete waste of a ball. Long ball upfield to Tavares. Tavares is there, and coming across to clear the danger, Oyongo. This is what the Blue Sharks are all about. Square the ball into the middle. That's perfect. Oh, well, should have done it a few seconds earlier. Cameroon, enough time to get players back in a position. Good play. Very good play. Need to deal with it. That's a long ball over into the corner. That's well controlled here by Rodriguez. Rodriguez. Well, that's a nice little dummy. Gets the ball across and wins the corner. Great play there from Cape Verde. And that's the kind of football that you like to see. And good work from Rodriguez down the right side. And Cesar a bit concerned, as you can imagine. Cape Verde with a home game against Mozambique in 5 days' time. They got a corner with Gary Rodriguez of Fenerbahce. Here's the delivery. Oh, it's gone very high. Lofted over the top and out of play. Disastrous, it really was. Yeah, it's been a bit of a poor patch for Cape Verde in the last few years. They're looking for a massive improvement if they can. Very 1-1 match in their qualifying for 2019. Up against Uganda and Tanzania and Lesotho. Cameroon with the ball at their feet. Grissa, oh, he's gone down. Is that a penalty? No, the referee doesn't even bat an eyelid. There's nothing in that, says Mr. Gassama. Quality play. Lofted ball to Choupo-Moting. Here he is. It's the ball out to his teammate Basagog. It's over here to Akambi. Akambi, oh, it's lofted into the penalty area. There's a chance, a golden opportunity. But coming back to defend, not Juan Mendes. Gamalur not really getting any space over there. It's Tavares who is... It's going to be a free kick. Well, the build-up play is good by Cameroon. And once again, they can't finish it off. They can't close the deal. They do have the players to provide us with some interesting football, though there's no question about that. It's cutting him along. Looking over on that far side with Collins by. Change of flanks here with Oyongo. Down to Basagog. Nice 1-2. Oh, solid. Very solid. And that's a nice little touch as well. Rodriguez. And we don't want to be playing around with the ball there. That's dangerous. And he boots it away. Cortez and Edilson. And back to Onana, the Ajax man, part of the team who is on the verge of qualification from Group H of the European Champions League. 1-2, drawn one, lost one. In a group that has Chelsea, Valencia and Lille is Basagog. Oh, he's not getting past his man, is he? A strong play there from Elder Tavares, the outside player. He's not taking anything, is he? He's not allowing anybody to get past him. And Oyongo comes down to take the throw-in. Over the top it goes. Well, he's given the ball back. That's an opportunity. Who's on the end? Can they get a decent shot in? Shown a little bit too much of the ball by Collins. Oh, there he is. Getting the lofted shot over, headed away. And picked up by Anguissa. Oh, they really are bombarding that defence. The ball slipped out wide by Collins again. Collins by, sorry, there's a little chip. And oh, it's a beautiful overhead. That was nearly on target. A stunning effort there from Toko Ekambi. And Collins by doing really well with the cross. And they weren't far off, were they? That would have been a spectacular way to finish off the move. Well, that was the header, wasn't it? It was a little header there by Choupo-Moting. Ready for a goal now. Making plenty of noise here at the Amadou Ahidjo Stadium in Yaoundé. Nice 1-2, nice work down that left side. Showing a little bit too much of the ball at the ends there, Leite. Getting the ball back, though. Oh, smoothly done there by Mendes. That's gone out of play. Well, the fans are getting quite excited. And one of the reasons why we've got some changes on the horizon. And it's Vincent Aboubakar is the player who's about to come on, and this is a special moment. This is because they return to the squad after being dropped for the 2019 AFCON finals. And a couple of the other players, there's Montero coming on for Leite. We'll see if they can get themselves another cross as Oyongo. Oyongo's delivery, it's not been half cleared really, as Montero, the substitute's just come on. Plays football for Philadelphia Union in the United States. 26-year-old. And we know that Vincent Aboubakar is about to make his entrance. The fans absolutely love him. He's a known hitman, there is no doubt about it, and that's what's so good about his return into the team. Good play by Cape Verde down the right-hand side, but it's a little bit too far away from his feet to tidy things up. Choupo-Moting He just leaves the ball behind the flag. It's gone up, though, over on that far side, as you can see. This might be the right time to make the change. I don't know if the referee... But no, they've already taken a quick... They just want to keep the ball moving so that they can't get Abu Bakr on the pitch because they might be a bit concerned. He's a big, burly centre forward. Oh, it's not a bad ball, is it? Through towards Rodriguez. It's thrown back out to Anguissa. Anguissa waits for support. And Basagog. Matua Yongo. She's promoting. Pass wasn't great, but that's really well won back. That is the opportunity for a shot, but it's there's a flag. Sorry, the referee's blown the whistle. And it's good effort that was by Cambi. Now Abu Bakr comes on. Listen to the fans; they are so excited. And logically, Ngamalu goes off. Abu Bakr comes on. The 27-year-old from Yaoundé, legend of the game. 20 goals in 65 matches played. Well, and he still plays his football for Porto. Been there since 2014, originally starting his career with Cotton Sports. Basagog, again, working really hard. Sorry, Chokwe Kambi, working really hard there. Mendes goes down, the follow through of the foot brings the VERT captain. And I think that it was Kunem Along who just caught his ankle. Oh yeah, something's happened there anyway. Aguas. Well, out of the two technicians at the helm of these two nations, and I mentioned it before, but an interesting story with these two. They played together during the 89-90 season in Portugal for Porto, and they won the Primeira Liga together. Tony Conceição, less known than Aguas, who was a forward and a very fine centre forward as well. 31 caps for Portugal, with Tony Conceição just getting the one back in '88. Aguas really does have legendary status in Portugal. Not just him as well, his whole family. He comes from a big footballing family, but also a musical family. His sister was a famous pop singer back in the 50s, who was called Lena da Agua. There you go. You know it all now. You know it all. Got a cousin as well who is a famous football player. "62 minutes in, Cameroon still being held by Cape Verde." I think that's what the scenario is. It's more so Cameroon are incapable of finding the back of the net. It's another firm challenge there, just going down. And challenge. Hilda Tavares with the throw-in. Well, there's going to be another free kick. And strong challenges coming in left, right, and centre. Seems to be okay, Fortes. Taken quickly down into the corner. That was just not the right thing to do, was it? Mendes just arms open. What are you up to, mate? picked up in the midfield. And an opportunity, but it's just lofted over the top. Tavares nowhere to be seen. Montero with the wrong decision. Well, the big man's got the ball. Abu Bakr, such a solid player, and he's not injured. He is. He's got a Herculean physique. Going to get knocked off the ball. Scores goals as well in a big way. Promoting, cuts inside surely. Abu Bakr. It's back to Anguissa. Oh, he's done it again. Nice slick play there. Gets the ball out wide. Oyongo. If this ends with a goal, this will be sumptuous play. Basagog keeps it in play over on the far side. Here's the delivery from Collins. Oh, there's the header. So close. Good save. Promoting with a header. And Vozinho with the save. One of those downward, those awkward downward headers that you need to just shut out, basically. And that's finally what they've managed to do. Pick out the big man at the far post. Well, it looked like it came off. I don't think he actually headed it, but it was a 50-50 kind of scenario. But it was Thiago Almeida might have got in the way. That's why. Well, Vozinho just pushing the ball out. There's another chance there with the ball headed away by Tavares. It's going to be a throw-in over on the far side. Ongweni will take it. Oh, nicely done. Oh, it's a great piece of skill. It really was. And the goalkeeper, Vozinho's come out. It's still in play. They've got to do something. Oh, it's nicely covered as well there again by Vozinho. Does a brilliant job, doesn't he? If that wasn't a top goal-scoring opportunity, then I don't know what is. Look at what he does, Basagog. That was delightful. Straight at the goalkeeper, who just parries the ball away, follows it, and then he's got this man here who's chasing him all the way, Ngadur, the centre-back. And finally, he does his job to perfection. Vozinho of Limassol. Real name is Diaz. That's not a good pass to Abu Bakr. Our ball just basically kicks anywhere. Oyongo. Kunimalong. We're halfway through the second half now, and we're still goalless here in Yaoundé. Eager to see a ball go into the back of the net. Abu Bakr, well, as the clearance, it nearly fell to Ikambi. Mendes with a nice pass indeed. He gets blocked there. It's going to be a free kick for Cape Verde. It's just a body block that prevented Montero from getting past his man. He'll take it quickly, and rightfully so. And a long-range effort. This is good play, very good ball. Oh, Tavares didn't really know what was going on there with Rodriguez. Rodriguez nearly going on a one-man mission, a stand-up show, and it wasn't a comedy show. Finally comes to nothing. The ball comes out wide. They're looking for inroads. That's a nice little chip. That's a good opportunity. Can he get shot in? No, he cannot. Vozinho comes to the rescue once again. Under a little bit of pressure there from Toko Ikambi, the Villarreal player. He's very careful not to commit the foul. He could have thrown himself into that challenge. Decides to avoid the carnage that could have been. We have a throw in here. We got another change on the horizon, as you can see. Heldon Ramos plays for Al Tawoun FC. Only one of the most experienced players, one of the oldest players in this Cape Verde side at 31. Along with Tavares, the centre forward of Dijon. Dijon 3 places off the bottom of Liga, not really doing very well. That's a long ball at field. There is a flag who has gone actually promoting. Not the only one to have strayed on the wrong side of the last defender. It can be as well. Oh, Gary Rodriguez is going to go off. Held on. Ramos is going to come on. He's had a good game, hasn't he, Rodriguez? I must admit. Very impressed by him. Best scoring opportunity for me for this Cape Verde side. Oh, Ramos looking to do the business now. Good skills at the back. He's been strong as the Anguissa. This is good. This is, oh, Abubakar, look at it, what he does. That's what he does. He really does show us his physical prowess, the acceleration, his ability to really hold off defenders. On that occasion, it was a sumptuous challenge, so well timed just to kick the ball away from his feet. Otherwise, you know what's going to happen afterwards. Bascog's delivery. Oh, it's a little flick. There's no one at the far post, apart from Abubakar. Now that's going to be a throw-in for Cameroon.
Substitution for Cameroon. Out.
Bascog goes off. And on is coming Ganago of Nice. The young 20-year-old. Anguissa. Oh, Yongo, his touch was just not good enough, pushing the ball a little bit too far away from him. And now he's finding himself losing possession completely. And it is going to be a throw-in. Long ball up the line, headed away. Throw in again for Cape Verde. Time's running out for Cameroon. And for Cape Verde a draw here. That's a fantastic result for this man, Rui Aguas. Spent plenty of time playing for the couple of the big teams. Did play for Sporting, but played for Benfica on 2 occasions. In between that, Porto. And he was the assistant coach in 96-97, Portugal national team. It's his second stint coaching Cape Verde. 2014-2016 he was with the club. That's a slightly overzealous challenge. Promoting, going to cut inside. You can see it coming. He gets knocked off his feet. The challenge made there by Thiago Almeida. I told you nothing gets past him. Walks away with a little bit of a limp. Well, of course, they're going to point towards Choupo-Moting. He's going right to the very front. He's one of the target men. But now you've got Abubakar on. Watch out. He is deadly. He's a hit man. He knows how to fire in the back of the net. So there's multiple options here. And the delivery by Oyongo. Here it is. Let's see how it fares this time. Well, plenty of blue shirts. Hundemalong. That's a good ball for the right-hand side. Player outside of it if he wants. Abubakar. Ball goes back to Malong. Nicely done. Very cool play. Oyongo's free. And Anguissa on Villarreal in the Liga Española. Liga de España is very much one of the favourites, as you can hear from the public here in Yaoundé. Oyongo picks the ball up. That's inside. Abubakar's moving constantly. There's the through ball. It's gone down the left-hand side. No one's there. Possession, 65-35. Nothing's changed. Look at that. 4 shots on target, 14 in total. 3 for the archipelago island nation of Cape Verde. And the whole country will be watching this match, praying that they can get a very important goal that would most definitely give them plenty of confidence going into their next clash in 5 days' time. That wouldn't fare well for Tony Conceição. Long ball at field, good header there from Andre Onana. On the Ajax man, timing his little excursion to perfection. The Moose squad midfielder Fabrice Olinga is also back in the squad, having missed a Cup of Nations last summer. Jean-Pierre Nsame, top scorer in the Swiss Super League, in the squad. Didn't play in the match against Tunisia last month. And the 3 new faces in this squad: Antwerp striker Lam Kilzé, the goalkeeper Hashu Querido, and midfielder Franck-Yves Bambok. Abubakar, he knows what to do in these situations. Here he is still going strong. Oh, he's got all of the right touches. That might not be the right pass. Well, he's lucky there, isn't he? In any case, he holds the ball off well, as he's got a nice touch. Kunimalong. Picked up by Akambi. That's a good ball. Oyongo gets the ball back. That's neatly done. Can he get a shot in? Archie promoting. It's the shot. He's gone down. That's going to be a free kick for Cape Verde for offside, or maybe a challenge. Let's have a look. Well, he got pulled down there, but I think that there was something before that was picked out, maybe an offside position. But in any case, I think we can most definitely say that it's come to nothing. 14 minutes to go. And the hosts of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations, Cameroon, still being held by Cape Verde. Well, Namibia 2-1 up against Chad in Group A, 79 minutes in. Was Namibia playing in the last edition of the Africa Cup of Nations. This is good play. They're working really hard now, Cameroon. Oh, he decides to go back. The fans don't like that. They want them to go forward. Sometimes you have to go back to go forward. There's no question about that. That's a good ball. Very good ball. That's not a good ball, Mendes. Mendes giving away his captain's armband, by the way. It's a good ball to Tavares. Let's see what movement we've got. They're going to try and push a couple of extra players forward, or is that too risque? It's a good ball over to the other side. And picked up by Tavares. They are on the attack. Good ball across. Well, that was a poor clearance. Tavares was going towards the front post, but it was kicked away by Ongwene. It's going to be a corner. Yeah, it's Namibia 2, Chad 1. So Douassou Mathieu scoring in the 66th minute, and Douassel scoring the equaliser for Chad, and then 76th minute Chris Kajikua, who has scored the leading goal for the time being. Here they are, Cape Verde looking to try and find that goal that would really silence the hosts. Mendes. Lofted ball, plenty of players, they need to get on the end of this. That wasn't handball, I thought. I thought that just came off his chest, but in any case, the referee says yes, Carlos Rodriguez, Istanbul player, penalised. Goalless here in Yaoundé. Promoting, beautiful ball to Oyongo. There's a bit of movement here. There are players on their own as well. They need to get that cross into its right position. Just couldn't get into the right little box there. And Mendes clears the ball. Anguissa working really, really hard there. And that's going to be a free kick for Cameroon. A bit frustrating there for Mendes and his men. Look at this from behind, just slightly illegal on Oyongo, the Montpellier man. Down on the ground. Malawi beat South Sudan 1-0 earlier today. The Central African Republic beat Burundi 2-0. Also in qualifying. Guinea-Bissau are beating Eswatini 2-0 in Group I. And Nigeria 2-1 up against Benin. After going behind 1-0. Stéphane Sessignon, Sierra Leone 1-0 up against Lesotho. It's all happening as we speak. Here we have the free kick. There it is. It's fired in straight at the goalkeeper from Koundé Malong. The Mines midfielder should have done better. Now an opportunity to push forward. And well, it's 3 against 1. There's two more players coming up. There's an opportunity here. Tavares has got a player outside of him. Needs to deliver the ball. Tavares! No, he can't get his shot in. I can't believe it. That should have been at least a shot on goal, and he knows it. The Dijon man is majorly frustrated. He might have done the right thing there, but his effort was blasted at the goalkeeper. And Gadou, he had a second bite at the apple, but he couldn't get that shot on goal. He also had an overlap on the right-hand side. He knows that it's time for him to walk off the pitch. He's going to get subbed off, I believe. Here's Montero, the substitute. Mendes down the right-hand side. Still on the pitch, Tavares for the time being. Here's Mendes. Can he loft the ball into the path of the big man? Just lost possession there. And Tavares will make way for Gomez Ricardo. Also plays for Sharia, just like Ryan Mendes.
Tavares Junior in number 17, Ricardo Gomez.
So Gomez on to replace Tavares. Can he do what Tavares couldn't do? Oh, leaning and holding the jersey of the defender there, Ongwede. Sorry, Anguissa, midfielder. Free kick, 8 minutes to go. Well, it's had its moments where we've got marginally excited. There have been times when there's just a few too many little mistakes that are not making this game as slick as maybe we'd like, but all in all, it's been quite entertaining for Gomez Ricardo. Also plays for Sharia, just like Ryan Mendes.
Tavares Junior in number 17, Ricardo Gomez.
So Gomez on to replace Tavares. Can he do what Tavares couldn't do? Well, leaning and holding the jersey of the defender there, Ongwede. Sorry, Anguissa, midfielder. Free kick, 8 minutes to go. Well, it's had its moments where we've got marginally excited. There have been times when there's just a few too many little mistakes that are not making this game as as slick as maybe we'd like, but all in all, it's been quite entertaining. Now for a goalless draw. I'm not going to say that Cape Verde don't have what it takes to qualify from this group. They look enterprising. They got some quality players as well. They just need to really just sharpen up their shooting skills. Mendes, what's he doing there? See, that ball is just not the right one, is it? So like a flick through, communication breakdown, not understanding what your teammates are doing. That's sometimes the problem with the lack of time that you have together before these matches. The players will stay together, of course, until the next game, and they'll be heading back home to Praia, to that artificial pitch in the city, in the country's capital, where they will take on Mozambique. Good before they play Rwanda next year, but Abu Bakr does well. Oh, the control is very poor by Akambi. Long ball. Kunemalon. That's a good ball. Good through ball that was. Here's Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr just does enough to hold on to the ball. He's despite the fact that he's running back, that's brilliant down to the right-hand side. There's the delivery. It's kind of a cross shot, isn't it? But it would have probably been too high for Choupo-Moting anyway. Delivery coming in from that right-hand side by Collins Fai. Yeah, Choupo-Moting was miles away from the goalkeeper. So I think when you look at this match, you can most definitely say that oh, that's going to be a yellow card, isn't it? And has he got a yellow card? No, it's Edilson who's got a yellow card. This one has been dished out to Thiago Almeida. Yeah, he knew that Choupo-Moting was miles away from him. And that was a good scoring opportunity. Just flicked his leg, knocked him off his feet. Captain goes down. He's been active today. And now, long distance effort this is. And again, Vizinho will need to be well organised. As Kunemalong will try and find one of those teammates in the penalty area. I'm going to go for goal. Over the top again. Well, that's... I just don't like the way that he's just trying to loft it up in the air. There's about 5 free kicks that he's just made a complete hash of. It's just not good enough, is it?
Substitution for Cameroon.
Well, a change. Choupo-Moting goes off. And he will be replaced here by Didier Lamkel, who's the RS Antwerp player, just 23 years of age, and this is his first ever match playing Lamkelzee. Good work by Oyongo. He's been impressive for me, Oyongo. Really dangerous down that left side the first half. He's been good as well, Anguissa. It's good performances are one thing, winning performances are another. That challenge coming in, that was a firm challenge to say the least, coming in from Haida Tavares. On the attack once again, Akambi has a bit of support with Fai. Now he does get, that's brilliant play to get hold of the ball. That's great stuff. And the youngster getting hold of it. Ganago. There's the delivery. No, the delivery's coming in finally. Is oh, it's gone over the goalkeeper's head. Defensive header. No one at the end of it. Lamkazel. Good running, great running, but he couldn't drill the ball in to beat the goalkeeper. And that was a Yongo, the Montpellier man. Excellent play. Look at the way that he pushes the ball past the two defenders. They're just trying to put a little bit too much into that shot. They're looking for power rather than precision. Good to lace your shot with a bit of both and a bit of gunpowder if you can. Cape Verde on the attack with a massive blow of Cameroon. You see the goal so late on in the match. We're 2 minutes away from the 90. And a corner over on the far side. Ajax goalkeeper will need to try and keep this one out. Here's Cape Verde. Whoa, it's knocked away at the front post. There's a chance, pushing forward, Lamkazel. Nice turn from the rookie into the midfield. Kundi Malong. What options has he got? Well, he's got Oyongo's. He's up for this, isn't he, Oyongo? Abu Bakr. Wouldn't it be great to see Abu Bakr score? Abu Bakr, can he get his shot in? Well, there's a little bit too much traffic. A long-range effort. Did it take a deflection? I think it may not have. And it's going to be a goal kick. Kundi Malong. How on earth did Abu Bakr keep that ball at his feet? That's just ridiculous. And here's the final effort. Did it take a deflection? Well, there's a player down as we enter the last few seconds of the 90. We'll probably have 2 minutes of added time, 3 max. Back up on his feet, no issue there. Good stuff, Helder Tavares. Guinea-Bissau 3-0 up against Eswatini. Nigeria still 2-1 up against Benin. Sierra Leone 1-0. Leaders of Lesotho. 3 minutes of added time. Central African Republic 2-0 up against Burundi. Malawi beats South Sudan, and Namibia are currently beating Chad. 2 minutes into added time. More matches tomorrow, of course. It's great play from Fai. Oh, saying that, they've given the ball all the way back to the Blue Sharks. Ryan Mendes. Not much time left. That went out of play. Taken quickly. Picked up here by Lamkazel. At the back, Andre Onana will send the ball up for one of the last times of this opening Group F encounter. It's a qualifier for 2021 Africa Cup of Nations, and this result is a fair result if it stays like this for Cape Verde. And I think that Tony Conceição will just understand exactly what kind of battles and obstacles he faces against some of the teams that are deemed to be smaller footballing nations than the likes of Nigeria and Egypt and Algeria, South Africa, etc. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? From the bottom up, all of these nations are fighting desperately for a place to come here to Cameroon and qualify for the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. And a point here for Rui Aguas will be a deserved point. That's very good play. They pinched the ball. They've nicked it down in towards the penalty area. It's an opportunity for a shot. It's a low shot, and that was on target as well. Andre Onana, in the last few seconds of the game, comes to the rescue. Abubakar. Oh, they don't want to play with fire. Get rid of the ball as quickly as possible. It's Cameroon's match to lose rather than the opposite. And you can see that Conceição is off his feet. You should be winning your home matches. I think that's what everybody says when they come to Africa to play, or they take on African nations elsewhere across the continent. The home advantage is vital. And that's the final, that's the 3 minutes that are up. VERT.
There was a lot of bending, but there was no breaking. Cape Verde gets an all-important point after defending solidly for over 90 minutes. Cameroon knocked on the door, but could not find the breakthrough. Pretty tame from the indomitable Lions, to be fair. We'll wrap things up after a short break here on beIN Sports.
What kind of world do you want to live in?
I want to bring families closer together.
I want to bring pride back to our communities.
I want people to wear what they want.
I want us to be free to talk about mental health.
I want humanity to reconnect with nature.
I want sustainable to be the solution, not the alternative.
Make the world you want. You've got the power, we've got the tools. And now, take your online presence to the next level with the new GoDaddy Websites Plus marketing.
My son needs this drug. I hope